Hey team, how's it going? This is Sue Dixon, your upline, coming out to you tonight. We're going to continue on the series of what boss life is all about. I've already talked about the B in boss stands for belief. BO is for outreach, and tonight we're going to concentrate on the first S, which is selling. How to increase your sales and the actions you need to take on a regular basis to help you with those sales. So I'm just going to read off. This is the flyer. See if you can see that that we had gotten at our training at the workshop. So I'm just going to read off to you what it talks about. It's striking a balance of selling products and the opportunity. So this is also going to be not just to sell products to increase your commission, but also to sell the opportunities someone about why they would want to be on your team and start selling Avon themselves, because that's another way that you can earn money. So it talks about this is the business of selling, because we are in direct sales. As you use the products and share their benefits with others, you will build confidence to sell to customers and to share the opportunity. The two combined together is what's really going to increase your earnings. So let's just talk about an analogy of, how many customers you would need to get a certain sales amount. So think about if you're selling $50 to each customer, and you start out, you have 5 customers that buy at $50. That would give you $250 in sales, which would put you at 30% earnings. So that would be $75 that you would personally receive for your pay. Now, if you just increase that a little bit more, if you do $50 in sales with 6 customers, so you're just adding one more customer, so that's you're adding $50 more. So you'd be selling $300. That puts you at 35% earnings, and that puts $105 into your pocket. Now, if you get a little bit more aggressive, get $50 in sales still with 10 customers, that's $500 in sales that you would have. So that puts you at 40% earnings, and that would give you $200 for your profit. If you can get up to that $500 or more each and every campaign, you'll be at 40% commission. And those that do that on a consistent basis actually will become a President's Club representative. And that's someone that sells $10,000 in an Avon year, which is January 1st till December 31st in 1 year. So 40% commission is really good, and you can actually earn up to 50% commission if you sell even higher than that. I did post the earnings charts on our team page earlier just to give you an idea, and it is on youravon.com too. So you really should be thinking about what sales you need to do and how close you are to getting to that next level. Sometimes you're just maybe $4 or $5 away from an extra 5% or an extra 10% earnings. So make sure you have somewhere printed out the earning chart in front of you, so when you're doing your orders, you want to make sure you know, am I way off that I'm not going to get to that other increase right now if I'm only a few dollars off? Just order an extra pack of books, or it could just be paper bags, or maybe you need a few samples that will help you get that extra earnings on your customer orders. And then you also got those sales tools that's going to help you get more customers in the long run. So how can you get more people? What do you need to do? Well, a few things are that I would suggest is, if you can afford to and try to work up to this, at least once a month, so every other campaign, because we do 2 orders a month, try to order an extra pack of books. That's 10 more catalogs that you can get into 10 new customers' hands. And you want to definitely get names and numbers, because you want to follow up with them. If you're just handing out a bunch of brochures to people and you're not following up with them, or you don't have their numbers to follow up, then you're not going to increase your sales. Think about the customers that you already have that you can possibly say, would you be able to give your catalog when you're done with it, or after you've called me with your order, would you share it at work? Or can I give you a few more that will, you can share with coworkers, or maybe if they work in a doctor's office, they can leave them in the waiting room. So ask your customers to help you, and I'm sure they're happy to do that. Second thing that would be beneficial, that would help you get sales, is samples. People love to try things first before they buy. Think about it. If you can try something first and see if it works, or it smells something, or tastes something, you're more apt to buy it once you've had a chance to try that product out. But the key is, don't just hand out a bunch of samples and then don't write down what you gave that person, or don't call them, because you're just wasting your time and money if you do that. So follow up, I can't say enough. It's follow up, follow up, follow up. We hear it all the time with Avon, and it's been that way for many years, and it's going to be that way for many more years to come. So get in the habit. Get my light in the back here shining. I can't see anything. Get in the habit of getting samples each campaign. Just pick one item. It could be a pack of lipsticks. It could be, we have a new foundation coming out, so that would be a great introduction when you're handing out your campaign 12 books, to share a sample with someone so they can try that foundation first, see how they like the feel of it, see how they like that color that they decided they wanted to try, and then it's on sale at an intro price, so they're more apt to get it because it's also on sale. So key to that is, if you're giving out samples, make sure that you are following up. And the third thing, probably one of the most important things, is doing the Avon University trainings. If you haven't done them yet, or if you started some and you haven't finished them, I would suggest you go through them and start on them today. Do 1 or 2 a day, do them at night, if you got a few minutes here and there. Take the time to do the trainings, because I've always said this, the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. So definitely take the time to learn about the products, learn what the specific benefits of that product is. Learn what type of customers you can suggest that to, because Avon has great trainings, and they guide you with those items that you can talk about. And if somebody says, I want to try a specific thing, then that would be the time to give them a sample so they could try it as well. So definitely take the time to do your Avon University trainings. And I always suggest skincare, because that's where we make the most money. So if you're kind of hesitant to promote skincare, you don't know, you're not knowledgeable enough on that, we have awesome training. So just get on there and just start doing them. And sometimes it's a good idea to do them 2 or 3 times over and over until you really kind of get that information in your head, that you start to retain that, or take notes, write things down. And if you're not sure about something, let your customers know you're not sure about it, but I will find out and I will get that information to you, and then get back to them. So it's part of our job to do our homework and educate our customers. I'm going to post after this call, I will post some of the selling strategies. It's on youravon.com, but I'll post it so you can get some more ideas. But one of the things, I call it suggestive selling, Avon calls it upselling, is, say you have a customer that buys a lipstick. Okay, I got this lipstick on. All I wanted to order was this lipstick. What would be an item that you would suggest that would go with that lipstick? To me, I'm thinking a lip liner. And then also we have a great, in the Anew line, the Platinum Eye and Lip Treatment. So if someone wants to keep their lips looking young and minimize the lines, that would be a great product to introduce to them to use on a daily basis, morning and evening. And they're going to use that in the morning before they put on their lipsticks. So now you're introducing a skincare product to them. You could also, sell the Beyond Color lip conditioners, which are awesome, just to keep your lips moist all the time with that. How about if you're selling, say, an eyeshadow, you're selling them the eyeshadow quad. What things go with eyeshadows? Most likely they want to use an eyeliner, they're going to use a mascara, And then the one thing you always want to sell when you're selling any eye makeup product is our awesome makeup remover. We have the makeup remover in a lotion, and we also have it in a wipe. So that's upselling. They said one specific thing that they wanted to order, and you are suggesting other types of products that would go with that. So make sure you're not just taking a $5 or $6 sale, which is okay, but if you can suggest some of these other items, then that's going to bring that order up to $25, $35, $40. Mention, hey, did you happen to need any more of the perfume that you like Amari? Would you like a skin softener or a shower gel and a body lotion to go with that? So try to always suggest a few other products to go with that product that would complement it. And that's how you're going to increase your sales. So one of the things you want to do on a regular basis is look at your earning chart. This is the new, if you can see it. I guess I'm going to have to get better lighting on my next call. But I already posted this, so it shows you the percentages that you can earn at. So the more you're going to sell, the more earnings you're going to have. And the key thing is always be prepared, always follow up. When you're giving out books, write down those customers' names and numbers. Make sure you ask them, like, what's one of your favorite Avon products, so when it comes on sale I can follow up with you and give you a courtesy call to let you know when there's a special deal on that. And then do your trainings. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm not one to wear a lot of makeup, but when it comes to skincare, I know usually that inside and out. I study it so much. I sell a lot of it. I have confidence when I sell it. I think that portrays too when you're talking to someone and someone says, my skin is sagging here, what am I going to do? First thing I would suggest is Thermofirm. It's a tightening and firming cream. It has yeast protein in it. And the analogy I always use, so what does yeast do to bread, right? When you put yeast in bread, it makes it rise. So we want our skin to be in an upward motion. We don't want any of that sagging and creepiness going on. So when you can explain it into simple terms that people understand, they're more apt to say, you know what, she knows what she's talking about, or you're not going into this real technical, it has this ingredient, that ingredient, Just keep it simple and just give them a few things that are beneficial to using that product. Now, it hasn't been out yet, but you can get it in your demo book, and it's the Platinum Firm and Restore the Sculpt Cream, and that's going to be another great product. If you haven't tried it yet, I would suggest you get samples. Try it on yourself first, and then you can start giving those samples out now. Put them in your Campaign 12 order, and then you will get them ready. So when you're handing out your Campaign 13 books, because it's a featured product on the cover, then you can give it to those customers and say, we have this brand new skincare addition to our Platinum line, and I would love for you to try this. We're getting a lot of reviews so far, and I've tried it myself, and tell them what you think of it. You notice a difference in a few days. So by using the products or using a sample yourself, it's going to help you be more confident talking about that product. And everyone that you give that sample to, take the time to write their name and number down, and then 1 to 2 days, I try to do it closer to 2 days before your order is due, give that customer a call and just follow up with them. I'm always saying, hey, this is Sue, your Avon lady. This is just a courtesy call. I gave you that sample the other day of the Platinum Firm and Sculpt, just checking in to see if you had a chance to try it. If they have, what were your thoughts on it? Did you feel a difference? How did you like the feel of it? So you want to ask questions to kind of get them, conversing on that product. And if they didn't like it, find out also, what was it about it that you really didn't care for? Because I'd like to give that input to Avon and let them know. But if it's something good, then they're going to, hopefully want to order it, and that's the time to say it's at introduction for $21.99. Its normal price is going to be $38, so that's a big savings right away. Would you like me to order you one this week? I'm putting in my order Thursday. So you kind of got to ask for the sale. You're not being pushy, you're being informative, you're following up. And if they say, no, I don't really want that, was there anything else I can get for you? Did you need any Skin So Soft? You know, Bug Guard's out now. The bugs are biting everybody, and we want to be outside and enjoy the outdoors. So kind of suggest a few other products to hopefully get a sale. If they don't, then you just say, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. If you need anything else in the future, give me a call, or I'll stop by in a couple weeks to give you the latest brochure. And then ask them, you know, because they have that book, and if they didn't want anything, do you mind giving that book or catalog to a coworker, or do you happen to be going to a doctor's office this week that you could leave it in the waiting room for me, or maybe your neighbor? So you probably didn't get a sale from them at this time, but see if they can refer you to someone else by giving them that catalog, and you could have a potential new customer. So that's another way to do it. We constantly need new customers. I mean, I don't even know, have 500-600 customers. Not that I service all of them every 2 weeks, but I do follow up with many of them. I'm always getting new customers every week because I'm always putting books in different areas. I toss books in different neighborhoods. I have friends that will give my books out for me. I have customers that say, hey, can I get one for one of my coworkers? I'm not going to say no. They're going to take that book for me and put it in somebody's hand that I don't even know. You know, it could be a potential new customer. So make sure you are constantly following up. That's definitely the key, getting names and numbers so you can call them. Another thing is, are you promoting your e-store? Have you set up your website so that you can share that with family and friends all over the United States? You could just text people, you know, whoever you got in your phone, say, hey, I'm doing Avon, or, you know, it could be people that already know you're doing Avon. Just wanted to share with you my e-store. Can you think of someone else that you can forward this on to that might be interested in buying Avon? So ask people to help you. You probably have 50 plus friends or more. That's 50 people that know another 50 people and another 100 people. So it's like Facebook. There's hundreds of thousands of people on there. Are you using social media? We have that in our web office. That's another great way to get your name out there about your business. So use Facebook, use Pinterest, Instagram, Google Plus, all of those. I mean, I don't use all of them just because I don't know about them all, but whatever you feel comfortable with, at least start with that and get your information out there. Make sure your website is on the back of every single brochure. If you haven't got business cards yet, that's a very inexpensive way to get your e-store on there, to get your website, for people to join you. And you can just leave those wherever you go. You can take them with you whenever you're traveling in the United States. So make sure you are promoting your website. I had sent out a challenge for my new representatives about the Daily Care 7-piece Skin So Soft bundle. And that's the same thing. You can take a picture of it and text it to people. Hey, this is a great deal. Look at this value. It's a $65 value for just $20. How many would you like? You know, something like that. You could take a picture of, you know, 2 or 3 things in the catalog and just post them on Facebook. Look at these awesome deals now. Placing my order Thursday, and put the date and then your website. So sometimes it's not something difficult to do. It's just you've got to do something each and every day. And the key to our business is being consistent, and you have to follow up. And you can't keep waiting for people to be calling you. You need to get out there, talk to people, get names and numbers, and you need to be doing those courtesy calls and asking people for referrals. Don't be afraid to ask. The worst thing they're going to say is no. But you ask another person, that person's going to say yes. So just keep plugging away. And I'll be doing another call probably Friday or Saturday. I'll see what my schedule's like, to finish up the last S, which is support. How can you support your team, and things that we need to do for that. So I hope this was informative for you. If you have any questions, just post them on here and I will reply to them. And I hope you guys have an awesome night, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Thank you all for what you do.